We just got some news on Courtland Sutton's future in Denver. Is he staying or is he going? Ian Rappaport just appeared on local radio here in Denver, and he just talked about Courtland Sutton's future with the Broncos. He told Ryan Edwards and Benjamin Albright on KOA radio that he thinks Courtland Sutton is good with the Broncos and looks to be sticking around. He also said in that same interview that the New York Giants viewed Russell Wilson as a backup. That's a completely different tangent that we'll go on later, but this is really, really good news for the Denver Broncos, and it's certainly to be expected for me. I feel like the Denver Broncos were going to get rid of either Courtland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. They obviously chose Jeudy. I never felt like they were going to get rid of both of them, and Rap Sheet basically solidifying Courtland Sutton's status for the Denver Broncos in 2024 allows the Broncos to move forward in this offseason and determine what other priorities they may have in free agency in the draft. Now, Courtland Sutton and Tim Patrick figure to be your two starting outside wide receivers, and then Marvin Mims figures to be your starting slot guy. That is the current wide receiver tandem that figures to take place for the Denver Broncos when we enter week 1 of the 2024 season. If we just need a refresher on what Courtland Sutton was able to do for the Denver Broncos last year, he had the 31st highest receiving grade out of wide receivers last year. I'm sorry, it was actually the 35th highest receiving grade out of wide receivers with a 75.2. Raw statistics, he had 10 touchdown receptions last year to go with 777 yards on 59 catches, a 67.8 reception percentage. He was really, really solid last year, especially in the red zone. Had an average depth of target of 13 yards, which was up there, or actually down there a little bit towards the lower end of his career. But again, most of that was because Russell Wilson was working him underneath for the most part. And sometimes he'd make those crazy contested catches going deep, but a lot of his catches were more in the short to intermediate range because Russell Wilson had one of the lowest average depth of targets in the NFL last season. They weren't throwing the ball around at all last year for the most part with Russell Wilson. That's been talked about ad nauseum here in Denver. I feel like Courtland Sutton's going to be a very valuable asset to whoever the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos is in 2024. I am on the record stating the Denver Broncos have to do whatever they can to get a rookie quarterback in this draft, and Courtland Sutton would be a very valuable commodity for that rookie quarterback. Or if the Denver Broncos don't land a rookie, I still think he could work really well with somebody like a Sam Darnold or a Jameis Winston, somebody on that caliber. But I'm curious, Broncos country, what are your thoughts on this latest report that Courtland Sutton is going to stay in the Mile High City? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed so you don't miss when the Broncos make a signing or when player news drops such as this. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.